أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لقد من الله على المؤمنين إذ بعث فيهم رسولا من أنفسهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
First of all, I present myself. My name is Zubair Aliman Sudu, living in south of Mauritius. I'm 44 years old and working in the government department. So, Hazrat Muhyiddin, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Alaikum salam.
My question is Bezmialem is a name that was familiar to our ancestors in Mauritius some 3 or 4 generations ago. Please, could you explain to me how Bezmialem was familiar to our ancestors in Mauritius?
So, Jazakallah. What's his name? Zubair. Mr. Zubair Aliman Siddu, living in south of Mauritius. So, to explain to you, must go very deeply in the history. Bezmialem is a name that was familiar to our ancestors in Mauritius some 3 or 4 generations ago. In Turkish, it means an ornament of the universe. In Urdu, it would signify the assembly of the world. So, Bezmialem was not uncommon to our ancestors, not because of its Urdu connotation, but more precisely because it was a name of the mother of Abdul Majid I, who ruled the Ottoman Empire from 1839 to 1856, and stepmother of Abdul Hamid II, the Ottoman Sultan, from 1876 to 1909. Throughout the Muslim world, including Mauritius, it was a common practice to ask a dua at every Jummah prayer in favor of the Ottoman Sultan and his family members. No doubt, it included Sultana Bezmialem. Bezmialem was a wife of Sultan Mahmud II. The latter died when his son Abdul Masjid 1, that is, the latter died when his son Abdul Masjid I was 16 years old. Being too young to run the state and government affairs, Bezmialem was entrusted the responsibility to take care of all relevant duties and govern the empire. She was given the title of Valid Sultan, meaning mother of the Sultan. Valid is an equivalent of Walida in Urdu. Bezmialem was extremely generous and benevolent and a benefactor who conferred lot of charities to the poor. The 19th century was a period of major transition in the Ottoman Empire. Medicine and medical institutions were included in the transformative developments. The reform and Tanzimat reorganization envisioned Mahmud II were fervently pursued by Bezmialem and afterwards by her son Abdul Masjid I. This reform had some influence on the religious and cultural life of the Muslims around the world, including Mauritius. So far back as 1859, Ghazi Subedar, Imam of Kandilaskar Mosque, was officially reorganized as a religious representative of the Ottomans in Mauritius. Moreover, the Muslim gentlemen used to wear the Turkish face as a symbol of their identity, as exemplified by Dr. Idris Gumani himself and his contemporaries. It is around this period that few notable Muslim families in Mauritius invested heavily in medical studies of their wards abroad, as evidenced by Dr. Idris Gumani, Dr. Hassan Sakir, and Dr. Piaru, Dr. Mardar Qasim Nur Muhammad, and Dr. Murshid Sheikh Hussain. So, Bez Mialem, Waqif University of Medicine, though health care and access to hospital were luxuries that only the rich could afford, the Ottoman dynasty had many philanthropic person who care for the poor, care for the poor. So the Gureba Muslimin Hospital, that is a Muslim hospital for the destitutes, was found upon the imperative of Bezmialem, Valid Sultan, in 1843. It was Turkey's first hospital with state-of-art facilities. The foundation deed of Bezmialem Hospital, named after its benevolent founder, who died in June of 1853, stipulates that in addition to the daily cash salaries, the personnel should receive daily meals from the from the hospital kitchen, the amount of which reflected their hierarchy within the hospital. The hospital, which has been serving for the last 175 years, has now defined as a resolute vision and mission of being a top notch training and research hospital. It has now been transferred into a university. The hospital was entitled Bezmialem Vakif University of Medicine in 2010. Today, Bezmialem Vakif University offers courses and programs leading to the officially recognized higher education degrees in several areas of study. It is the first thematic research university in health and life science field in Turkey, and also non-profit private university which aims to make progress in education and healthcare. The campuses of this university, which include the School of Medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, are located at the heart of the beautiful and historical city of Istanbul. It is rooted in health and is a pioneer to education. It is a Waqf endowment, endowment Waqf made for a charitable cause. During the Ottoman period, many people, including the sovereign of his family in the first place, engaged themselves in making a lot of public improvements through the Waqf institution, such as mosque, school, libraries, public kitchen to serve the poor and destitute, madrasas, caravanserais, arcade, fountains, road, bridge, castle, picnic place, sea beacons, aqueducts, care house for widows and orphans and kindergartens. The existence of men among Waqf founders like Bezmialem is as important as the Waqf institution itself, because this shows that the Ottoman women could entitle themselves to property and have a crucial say in economic life. Waqf are one of the institutions that constituted the backbone of Ottoman society. Nearly all societal needs were met by way of instituting Waqf. In Waqf institution, the legal stipulation and principle laid down by the founders were generally well abode by. Among the people to whose name Waqf was designated, there could be found persons from all sectors of the society, including first and foremost the Sultan and his family. During the Ottoman era, the number of women who instituted Waqf was quite significant. Women from all social strata, from royal sultans occupying the highest echelon of society to ordinary women living in a small boat, have contributed in varying degrees to the founding and running of the Waqfs. Women of the Ottoman dynasty, at whose disposal there were naturally immense revenue, have established Waqf complex in Istanbul as well as in many settlements of Anatolia, thus giving service to wider areas and sectors of the empire in proportion to the common material resources. Walid Sultan often used to have a hand in state affairs and influence the decision taken by their sons. Throughout the Ottoman realms, the Waqf was, without any doubt, the primary philanthropic institution which had long served as a major instrument for delivering public goods. For 6 centuries, the Ottomans largely succeeded to eradicate poverty through awqaf via a voluntary transfer of wealth from the rich to the poor, and the latter were fed and taken care of in a decentralized manner. That is what I can explain. That is to give a brief summary about this. So I hope that my brothers Zubair Aliman Siddu can have an idea about this. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.